G'day Pickleball family. First thing to know, as shared on pickleballunion.com, landmark moment for Confederation of African Pickleball. When it comes to the expansion of pickleball across the globe, Africa has been a sleeping giant. While a handful of pickleball clubs could be found in the metropolitan areas, the majority of African nations have lagged far behind due to the absence of governance, trainers and equipment. However, at the recent 13th African Games, the Confederation of African Pickleball, CAP, and Global Pickleball Federation, GPF, changed that dynamic, achieving a new milestone in their collective mission to grow pickleball as a competitive sport across all of Africa. Currently representing approximately 95% of pickleball players worldwide, the GPF collaborates with the Confederation of African Pickleball and its member countries to unify and advance pickleball on a global level. The Global Pickleball Federation promotes, leads and supports the growth and development of international pickleball as a sport for all, for life. The CAP, formed in 2023 to perpetuate the growth and development of pickleball in Africa, has 19 member countries and counting, and is officially chartered by the African Association of Sports Confederations, an agency of the African Union, as the recognised pickleball organisation in Africa. CAP is a proud member and supporter of the GPF. The participation of 9 African countries in the pickleball section of the 13th African Games is an important step towards advancing pickleball's visibility and growth across Africa. The CAP was founded in August 2023 by a group of pickleball enthusiasts across Africa, led by President Dr. Kwabena Akufo, founder of the Ghana Pickleball Association and a resident of Accra. He quickly campaigned for pickleball's inclusion as a demonstration sport in the African Games in March 2024. The Games were founded in 1965, coincidentally the same year pickleball was founded. If Dr. Akufo hadn't seized the opportunity to showcase pickleball's African athletes alongside the Games' 28 other sports, pickleball wouldn't have been able to make a debut until 2027. Due to the brief timeline, without backing from sports ministries in each respective country, the responsibility fell on each country to raise travel and lodging funds to send a team of 4, 2 men and 2 women, to the African Games. A total of 9 CAP member countries competed in Accra in March 2024. Benin, Democratic Republic of Congo, Egypt, Ghana, Kenya, Nigeria, Rwanda, Sierra Leone, and South Africa. Many of the trailblazers who attended Africa's first intercontinental pickleball competition surmounted incredible obstacles in their quest to compete at the Games. Due to travel costs, 4 of the 9 nations were only able to send a team of 3, 2 men and 1 woman. Sierra Leone's dedicated team captain Jeremiah Pratt sold a plot of land bequeathed to him by his grandmother so his team could afford transportation to attend Africa's Olympics. During their 4-day journey via bus, they became stranded in Liberia due to unforeseen travel costs. That delay caused them to miss their first match, but they remained undeterred. Pickleball is part of us, my family, and we're a part of pickleball, Pratt said. The team from DR Congo received last-minute funding for 3 flights from Kinshasa to Accra, thanks to a group of pickleball advocates and pro players 8,000 miles away in Scottsdale, Arizona. Sight unseen, this caring group heard about DR Congo's plight, formed a non-profit named the Good Sport Foundation, and launched a fundraiser in just 2 weeks, attended by 3 directors of the GPF. The Benin team arrived on the courts with makeshift plywood paddles, which were quickly switched out for donated paddles delivered from the US by Ron Ponder, GPF Director of Officiating. Over the week of the competition, Kenya's team from the Nairobi Pickleball Club won 4 gold medals. In mixed doubles, women's doubles and women's singles, while Egypt clinched gold and in mixed doubles and men's singles. Ghana, Nigeria and South Africa also won silver and bronze medals. It has always been the goal of CAP to provide the resources necessary for each of its member countries to spread pickleball on the African continent at the grassroots level. This alignment with GPF allows CAP to accomplish this goal and make pickleball a people's sport, with the addition of international resources to support the first ever pickleball tournament at the Africa Games, Dr. Kwabena Akufo said. The vision of Dr. Kwabena Akufo and tournament director Babatunde Epoyun was assisted by Mission of Love, Lemuro Foundation for Creative Arts and Tourism, Rally Sports, and the GBU Ghana Water Company, who provided funding to create the venue at the University of Ghana and week-long competition events. Selkirk Sports contributed pickleball paddles and equipment for the awards ceremony. Thanks ever so much for making it this far into the update. Please be sure to dink that like button and comment, rate and subscribe on the platform you're watching or listening to it on, so this and future episodes can be found by and shared with other fellow pickleballers. Second thing to know, as shared on the Dink, pickleball.com, more global pickleball news, this time from Vietnam. Pickleball continues to grow globally, and we seem to have a story about it taking over a new country every week. Now it's Southeast Asia. Vietnam is set to host the World Pickleball Championship Series Asia Pacific this month. The WPC Series, presented by Pickleball Global, will have 8 stops in Asia and 4 in Australia. The WPC finals will be held at the Carmelina Beach Resort in Ba Ria, Vung Tau Province, southern Vietnam, from April 3rd through April 9th. WPC Vietnam will attract 300 competitors for gender singles, doubles and mixed doubles events. Pickleball is said to be growing rapidly in Vietnam. Third thing to know, as also shared on the dinkpickleball.com, Major League Pickleball secures the Johnson 5 on the eve of the 2024 MLP draft. In a last-minute development on the eve of the 2024 Major League Pickleball draft at Tuesday, 6 p.m. Eastern, the Johnson 5, J.W. Johnson, his sister Georgia Johnson, Dylan Frazier, Gabe Tardio and Millie Rain have committed to playing United Pickleball Association, UPA, the merger of MLP and PPA, for the next 3 years, sources have confirmed to the Dink. That brings the total amount of players locked in for MLP at 88. This is a major development for MLP, which had seen a significant number of the game's top players choosing to withdraw their names from consideration for Tuesday's draft for a myriad of reasons. This is also a big win for Pro Pickleball. Now that JW, Dylan and Georgia are playing in MLP, they will be top 20 picks in the draft Tuesday. With these signings, the PPA MLP have solidified the fact that they now have all of the top talent in Pro Pickleball at the highest level. Tardio is also a lock for the Premier level. Rain has been doing very well at the APP, and if she doesn't get drafted to Premier, she will be an elite level challenger player. These signings bring 5 elite players over to the UPA and comes on the heels of the UPA signing 5 players away from the APP tour last week. The following players signed exclusive contracts, meaning they cannot play APP events last month. They are twin brothers Hunter and Yates Johnson, Alex Truon, Roscoe Bellamy, and Craig Johnson. To summarise, even though we thought the 2 awards were finally over, this latest development proved that it isn't. The UPA has now signed away 10 of the APP Tour's top talents. These 10 players have cemented the fact that while the APP Tour has some extremely talented players, the UPA has the highest level of talent in professional pickleball. Fourth thing to know, as also shared on the dinkpickleball.com, Major League Pickleball franchises sold, valuations in the tens of millions. The Dink has learned that the ATX Pickleballers and Milwaukee Mashers, 2 Major League Pickleball Challenger level teams, have decided not to operate this year and were bought out by the newly formed UPA, United Pickleball Association. Adjusted 2024 Challenger draft level order for Wednesday's draft: 1 Frisco Pandas, 2 Chicago Slice, 3 Miami Pickleball Club, 4 Atlanta Bouncers, 5 Florida Smash, 6 Brooklyn Aces, 7 SoCal Hard Eights, 8 Las Vegas Night Owls, 9 Bay Area Breakers, and 10 California Black Bears. According to sources, the UPA will attempt to resell the teams for the 2025 season, meaning that 2024 will only have 10 Challenger level teams, but will hopefully be back to 12 for a combined 24 MLP teams in 2025. It's estimated that these teams will sell for $15 to $20 million. The Dink has also heard that a California team has reportedly sold 90% of its stake for approximately that amount as well. However, that transaction isn't official. When the teams were first purchased in 2021, investors spent between $200,000 to $500,000 per team. For those keeping score at home, that's roughly a 40x investment return. Not too shabby for 3 years of investment in pickleball. Paddles up.